Let's talk about the flying monkeys and the people who collude with men who use targeted partner abuse. Let's talk about the purpose of those individuals in the lives of the men who abuse their wives. The reason for flying monkeys, the reason for colluders, the reason for getting ahead of the story is so that they can protect that lie that protects the delusion or the manufactured world that these men live in is critical. So getting ahead of that with people who will support them rather than support the victim and not listen to her story and demand she supply all the evidence while he does not have to supply any evidence is part of how these men protect the lie that they're trying to promote. They know the truth. They know what they're doing. But if anybody at any time actually believes or aligns with the victim, they lose their position of power in the social narrative. And protecting that social narrative is so important to the abuser to be able to make it look like he's the one who's actually the victim and she's villainizing him. So having flying monkeys that will support him is part of that process for him. And so that's why he works so hard to really live into that, to protect his masks and to live into that delusion, really support that delusion as if he doesn't really get what you're trying to say, which is oftentimes while wives or victims of men who use target partner abuse try so hard to just get them to understand and tell their story. When you do that, we're getting caught in their trap. They know the truth. They know it's a lie. That's why they get so many people around them to help support and sustain and prop up that lie so that they can then be seen as the one who's being injured. All it takes is to destroy a victim's character, because men are always socially seen as something that whatever that thing is, it's happening to them. It's not something that they do. Society has propped that lie up for a long time. So it's not that big of a stretch for men. But women, if women are angry or if women are, insisting for anything of any kind, that's why we got naggy wife, angry wife, bitter wife, all of those kinds of narratives out there in our social world, because women actually have to work harder to prove themselves than men do. So if you're caught in this trap in your social circles, if your husband's got a lot of flying monkeys around him and you need some help and some support, come see us at Center for Peace. Our groups are for this purpose, so that you can be heard and seen, because we get it and we know what's really going on behind the mind of a man who uses targeted partner abuse. Come see us, www.cenfp.org.